Good afternoon, guys. Bill McMillan here with NDWX.com. Just about 7 o'clock. Should say good evening to everybody out there. We got some rain today, and that kind of sets the tone for what we can expect as we progress through the back half of the work week and on into the upcoming weekend with a more unsettled pattern that will continue. In fact, later on this evening, during the overnight and into Thursday morning, this area of rain that's currently soaking parts of Missouri will continue to progress off to the northeast and provide a good soaking, we think, for central portions of the state as we go through Thursday morning. And we'll show you the HRRR forecast model simulated radar here, courtesy of weatherbell.com. And as we put this into motion, notice the overall coverage and intensity of showers and embedded thunder begins to grow more widespread during the overnight and Thursday morning, and this is going to stick around for a while, so a nice soaking coming Thursday morning. We'll definitely take it, and in fact, the high-resolution NAM, though it can be a bit aggressive at times, does suggest several communities receive more than an inch of rain Thursday morning across central Indiana. So overall, this is certainly the most widespread soaking rains that we've seen really for the past couple of months. So we'll definitely welcome that with open arms. Longer term, we'll take a look at the European ensemble here. And overall, the ridge will continue to be the story in the upper levels here as we go through the short-term period. But a jab of colder, certainly the coldest air so far this young fall season awaits next week. Additionally, we're also going to have to closely monitor the potential of a developing Gulf of Mexico hurricane. We'll talk about that before we close things out in this video update. Now, that said, this trough will come, but it'll also go relatively quickly in what is still a transient pattern biased warmer than normal through the medium term. But nonetheless, temperatures by the early and middle parts of next week will dip to the coldest level so far this season, and in some cases be cold enough, given the right setup, for the potential of patchy frost across portions of north-central Indiana. We'll talk more about that as we get closer to next week. The GFS here, courtesy of Tropical Tidbit, shows the widespread rain that we can expect Thursday morning. And then we get into a situation as we go into the upcoming weekend where it's still mostly dry. We will maintain the mention of a chance of a shower or a thunderstorm, but we're going to be in seasonably warm Saturday, and we'll also notice a strong and gusty southwesterly wind ahead of this cold front, an area of low pressure that moves into the Great Lakes region. Winds will gust over 30 miles per hour Saturday, and while it'll be warm, lower to middle 80s a good bet. By the way, not close to the record high of 90 degrees, but still well above where we should be this time of year. We also have to maintain and monitor this area of disturbed weather in the Gulf. By this time, we think Saturday we're likely looking at a tropical storm, if not hurricane. Now, this time of the year, when you're dealing with tropical disturbances in the Gulf of Mexico, always have to be a bit leery for the potential of rather rapid feedback. Surface water temperatures are running warmer than average in the central Gulf of Mexico, and what has been an area that's relatively untouched over the past month or so, and certainly would promote the chances of rather significant strengthening if this thing can overcome dry air that is in its way. So a lot to look at, a lot of questions still to be determined, but that said, just looking at climatology, we certainly have to raise an eyebrow anytime something gets down here in the Gulf of Mexico this time of year, given the overall setup. Nonetheless, we'll just jump ahead here briefly. Folks along the Florida Panhandle, the Alabama and Mississippi Panhandles should definitely keep abreast of the latest situation that will unfold, we think, over the next couple of days as Tropical Depression 16 continues to progress off to the north. Getting back here to the GFS, though, we'll put this into motion, and we won't really pay that much attention here to whatever comes of this as of right now. And instead focus more on, for our area, a stronger cold front that will swing through here Monday night and Tuesday with additional shower activity followed by an abrupt wind shift to the north. Will turn quite gusty Tuesday night and temperatures will fall with scattered showers around the area. Wednesday, the potential is there that we don't even get out of the 50s for highs on Wednesday with a gusty wind, certainly more of a November-like feel, and vastly different from what we're expecting and experiencing the middle part of this week. Guys, that will do it for the video update here this evening. Make it a great night. We'll talk with you soon on IndyWX.com.